Good evening, students. Next topic in our first module is steam turbine. So last class we have discussed about water turbines and its classifications. Next is the classification of steam turbines. A steam turbine is a mechanical device that extracts kinetic energy of pressurized steam and converts it into mechanical energy. Because the turbine generates rotary motion, it is particularly suited to be used to drive an electric generator. About 80% of all electricity generation in the world is by the use of steam turbines. Steam turbine classification. Steam turbines have been classified by details of stage design as impulse and reaction turbines. Then, according to steam supply and exhaust conditions, it is classified as condensing, back pressure, that is non-condensing type, mixed pressure, reheat, extraction type. Then condensing turbines are most commonly found in electrical power plants. These turbines exhaust steam in a partially condensed state. Non-condensing or back pressure turbines are most widely used for process steam applications. Reheat turbines are also used almost exclusively in electrical power plants. In a reheat turbine, steam flow exits from a high pressure section of the turbine and is returned to the boiler where additional superheat is added. The steam then goes back into an intermediate pressure section of the turbine and continues its expansion. Extracting type turbines are common in all applications. In an extracting type turbine, steam is released from various stages of the turbine and used for industrial process needs or sent to boiler feedwater heaters to improve overall cycle efficiency. Impulse turbines. The impulse turbine is the simplest type of turbine. It consists of a row of nozzles followed by a row of blades. Fixed nozzles orient the steam flow into higher speed jets. These jets contain significant kinetic energy which the rotor blades, shaped like buckets, convert into shaft rotation as the steam jet changes direction. The gas is expanded in the nozzle. Due to the higher ratio of expansion of steam in the nozzle, the steam leaves the nozzle with a very high velocity. The high velocity gas or steam impinges on the blade, where a large portion of the kinetic energy of the moving steam is converted into turbine shaft work. So here you can see the stator, that is the fixed blades as well as the moving blades. So through the fixed blades, the nozzles opens and through this, the steam is injected into the bucket-shaped moving blades. Due to the impulse of this steam, high-pressure steam, the blades are subjected for rotation. This is the pressure and velocity graphs according to the flow of steam from the nozzles to the blades of the turbine. There will be a number of nozzles opening towards the moving blades. High pressure steam is released from the nozzle and gradually the pressure is decreased when steam is released from the nozzles. Also the velocity increases at the opening of the nozzle. Next is reaction turbine. A reaction turbine is constructed of rows of fixed blades and rows of moving blades. The fixed blades act as nozzles. The moving blades move as a result of the impulse of steam received and also as a result of expansion and acceleration of the steam relative to them. These are the arrangement of fixed blades, that is acting as nozzles as well as the moving blade. The high pressure steam is released from the nozzles and pressure gradually falls. Velocity graph is the same as that of impulse turbine. Velocity gradually increases while the steam is passing through the fixed nozzle. Then finally, in the release time, absolute velocity is maximum. Then again, it decreases as the steam is released through the blades. In the reaction turbine, the rotor blades themselves are arranged to form convergent nozzles. This type of turbine makes use of the reaction force produced as the steam accelerates through the nozzles formed by the rotor. Steam is directed onto the rotor by the fixed vanes of the stator. It leaves the stator as a jet that fills the entire circumference of the rotor. A pressure drop occurs across both the stator and the rotor, with the steam accelerating through the stator and decelerating through the rotor. So we can have the comparison between impulse and reaction turbine in a single slide. We can see the fixed nozzles, that is stator portion and the rotor. The number of nozzles are opening towards the bucket-shaped rotor blades, so that due to the impulse of the steam, the rotor starts rotation. In the second case, in the reaction turbine, due to the pressure difference as well as due to the impulse, the rotor rotates. So with this, we finish the basic principle and basic ideas of steam turbines, and we shall continue with the next topic in the next session. Thank you for listening.